History, as we know it, is incomplete. What if the civilizations of the past were far more advanced than we assume? What if the stories we call myths are actually memories of a lost world, one erased by catastrophe? The Quran tells us something striking. Have they not seen how many generations we destroyed before them, whom we had established on the earth more firmly than we established you? These were not primitive people. They were powerful, perhaps more advanced than us. The Great Pyramids, the Sphinx, and ancient temples defy explanation. Scientists still debate how they were built. Some of these structures align with celestial bodies with pinpoint accuracy, technology we assume belongs only to modern times. What if history goes back much further than we think? Geologist Robert Schoch argues that the Sphinx shows signs of extreme water erosion, evidence that it could be over 12,000 years old. That means it predates ancient Egypt. Could it be a relic of a lost civilization, one that vanished in a great flood? The story of a great flood exists in cultures worldwide, from Mesopotamian tablets to the myths of indigenous tribes. But in the Quran, it's not a myth, it's history. Noah's flood was a real event. Could it have been the disaster that wiped out an advanced civilization? And we carried him on a vessel or ark of planks and caulked with palm fiber, sailing under our observation as a reward for he who had been denied. If Noah's Ark was a massive ship that survived a global catastrophe, what kind of technology did it use? How did Noah communicate with his son in the midst of waves like mountains? These details suggest something beyond simple wooden boats, something beyond Archimedes' principles. Imagine a civilization wiped out by a cataclysm. The survivors would pass their stories down, but over generations without records, truth would turn into legend and legend into myth. History repeats itself. The civilizations we consider myths today might have been as real as ours. And if we're not careful, one day, our world could become the next forgotten legend. If past civilizations were destroyed, what does that mean for us? Will we too be remembered only as a lost world, our knowledge reduced to myth? Perhaps it's time to rethink history before we repeat it.